Through all of the challenges 2020 has presented, our power of the group came together once again to support all of CARA's efforts to serve and advocate for the Chicagoland running community. Let's look back at all we have accomplished together this year with these 2020 highlights presented by our partner, Lopez Co, CPAs. February saw the first ever Honda Miles Per Hour run, hosted in partnership with the Chicago Auto Show. This unique event featured an all-indoor course through the famed auto show floor within McCormick Place. Over 600 runners took on the challenge of covering as many miles as possible in 1 hour. Every aspect of our lives took a dramatic turn in March as the COVID-19 pandemic forced stay-at-home orders and gathering restrictions. Race cancellations and a pause in running programs challenged our ability to come together. CARA stepped up as a national leader for running safety education and group running guidelines. CARA leaders developed COVID-19 guidelines for operational preparedness for group running during COVID-19. CARA's plans were soon adopted by the Road Runners Club of America as a national framework for the safe return to group running for the RRCA's 1,500 member clubs. CARA collaborated with the mayor's office and community leaders to message safety guidelines and assist with mass distribution efforts. As stay-at-home orders ended, the city of Chicago kept the Lakefront Trail and 606 closed. Crowded neighborhood sidewalks limited runners' ability to run safely without access to these trails. As a voice of the running community, CARA developed a proposal to the mayor and local leaders calling for the reopening of our trails for running, walking, and biking. Members and runners from all of Chicago signed on to CARA's plan, strengthening our voice. With the support of the Chicago Park District and community leaders, the mayor reopened Chicago's trails, sealing a victory for Chicago's advocacy mission. As runners returned to the Lakefront Trail, CARA adapted its traditional hydration operations to develop a low-contact and socially distanced plan to keep runners hydrated through the summer and early fall. With the support of volunteer leaders, CARA was able to keep runners hydrated from the north to the south sides. CARA remained committed to supporting the marathon goals of our runners and charity partners. Site coordinators and group leaders worked with CARA to provide safe training programs, helping to keep goals alive for our marathoners and charity fundraisers. Despite the cancellation of the Bank of America Chicago Marathon, CARA runners remained undeterred. On October 10th, site coordinators, group leaders, and volunteers provided training program runners a unique end-of-season 26.2 run at 8 locations around Chicagoland. CARA's group leaders and site coordinators have long been the lifeblood of CARA, and this summer they took their commitment even further as we completed the marathon season like no other. CARA's Go Run program kicked off in February, continuing our mission to make running more accessible. These free weekly timed 5K and 1 mile events traveled throughout Chicago, focusing on underserved parks where there are gaps in access to organized running. COVID-19 forced the program to go on pause in mid-March, but CARA leaders worked with the Chicago Park District to develop plans to resume these events while meeting all Restore Illinois guidelines. Returning to the parks in July, Go Run's dedicated crew of volunteers were able to provide 22 of these free events during a challenging year, including at several new locations on the city's south and west sides, including Calumet, Douglas, Garfield, and Marquette parks. Participants and volunteers went the extra mile after Go Runs this fall as part of the Chicago Parks Foundation Pitch In for Parks cleanup efforts at Douglas, Garfield, and Jackson parks. CARA would continue its return to in-person running with a focus on racing in the summer. Event operations plans were adopted to meet all Restore Illinois safety guidelines, allowing for 2 new events. The Chi-Town Miles track event in August provided a series of 1-mile races at Hope Academy in Chicago's East Garfield Park neighborhood. CARA runners hit the trails in November at the Forge Lamont Queries for the Autumn Trail Chase 5K. Nearly 300 runners were able to race as volunteers quickly learned new standards for events, allowing for a unique and meaningful experience for all. As the end of the year approaches, reflecting back on all that the running community has faced and overcome this year, it is especially meaningful considering nothing CARA has accomplished could have been realized without the support of our members and our dedicated volunteers. Together, through our power of the group, we've proven once again that this member-driven and mission-based running club is capable of serving on a unique scale. To all of our volunteers, our group leaders, site coordinators, event teams, committee members, and board members, thank you. Your dedication and hard work is what makes our races, programs, and events a success.